What's going on, everyone? It's Abdallah here, back again with another exciting Animal Crossing New Horizons tips and tricks tutorial video. Today's video is all about the science behind friendship and teaching you guys everything you need to know in order to earn the awesome framed photos for each of your villagers. Thanks so much for watching. Now, if you guys didn't already subscribe to the channel over here, make sure you guys do so. We've got the latest and greatest science videos, gameplay tutorials, and of course island tours on YouTube, so make sure you guys are on board with hitting that subscribe button. If you guys are curious as to what is going on with all of this love testing and friendship and how we came across all this information, definitely take a look right over here. This video is where we live streamed all of the science behind it, testing out different hypotheses, and we figured it all out for this bite-sized video. Before we start, I'd like to give a huge shout out to the team who worked on uncovering the data within the game and compiling it together. So credits go to Uralu, Ninji, Stony, Astronomy for 2, Barandi, and Alexis. Thanks guys, you guys rock. Keep up the good work. Now, this video is going to be divided into 3 different sections, so think of it as a table of contents that you guys can navigate around as you see fit. The first section is going to be about what friendship in Animal Crossing New Horizons is and why you should care about it. The second one is all of the different ways of boosting friendship, and last but not least, we're going to cover the best and fastest ways to increase friendship within the game so that you can get one of these awesome framed photos. Now, remember that everyone plays Animal Crossing differently. Some people, including myself, pay little to no attention to their villagers and have really nothing to show for it. On the other hand, there are players who really enjoy their villagers' company, and those players can earn the unique reward in the form of that specific villager's framed photo. And that framed photo is the ultimate trophy of how well you take care of your villagers. Consider it a flex, especially if you're able to put it on a table right outside that villager's home. Now, just to make sure we're talking about the same things here, we are talking about the framed photo as pictured above, not the free posters that you get by summoning the villager within Harv's Island. Those posters are very easy and simple to get, so framed photos are where it's at for this specific tutorial. Before we get going into the fastest ways of increasing friendship, there's a little bit of science that needs to be covered so that you fully understand how the friendship system works within the game. All the villagers start with 25 friendship points as soon as they move in. You can reduce their friendship by giving them trash within the game, just in case you're curious. Okay, so let's start with defining the 6 different favor levels and their corresponding friendship tiers. Beginning off is going to be favor level 1. I like to call it the friend zone. That's from 0 to 29 points. Beginning stages of a villager right over here, they start at 25. Talk to them a few times in order to get to favor level 2. And then of course, once you unlock favor level 2, they can give you a present. At favor level 2, that's going to be from 30 to 59 points. Now, once you're at this level 2, you're going to be able to start giving them gifts every single day. Villagers can give you a present in return, which will definitely help out with boosting your friendship every single day. Favor level 3 is going to be considered the good friends tier. That's from points 60 to 99. Villagers are able to give you a present and they'll be able to sell an item to you. At favor level 4, which is still considered the good friends tier, that's going to be from 100 to 149 points. And at that tier, you'll be able to change their catchphrase and everything in the previous tiers as well. At favor level 5, you'll be considered best friends. That is points from 150 to 199. That's where you're going to be able to earn their personal framed photo. And on top of that, you'll be able to change their greeting. At favor level 6, again at the best friends tier, that's going to be from 200 points to 255 points max. That's where a villager can buy or trade furniture with you from your inventory. So, how can you tell which favor level you're at? Well, since there's no visual heart indicator, you're just going to need to pay attention to how you're being talked to based off the personality trait of your villager. Every single personality trait is different, there's about 8 of them within the game, and you'll start to pick up on different ways that the villager greets you. Also, if you didn't know, you can use the True Friends achievement in Nook Miles to keep track of when you hit that specific tier with a character. Now that's going to be the good friends tier. Once you see that little number increase from 0 to 1 or 1 to 2, then you can start counting from there. Now, one of the last ways of checking your total friendship points would be making a public works project, such as a bridge or an incline. Now, just in case you didn't notice, the entire total island friendship points will be converted into bells with a 1-to-1 ratio every single day. So you can use that strategy in order to fine-tune and count how many friendship points you are getting by interacting with your villagers. So now that we got a little bit of the finer data out of the way, let's start by earning some of these friendship points. As you can see on screen over here, we're over at the Nooks shop with Timmy and Tommy. One of the most important things in order to maximize on friendship is going to be grabbing as much of the gift wrap as possible. Now, it really doesn't matter the coloration, so buy whatever you can. Black wrapping paper, gold wrapping paper, gray wrapping paper. It matters not. So buy them in bulk. And yeah, definitely take 5 at a time. You're going to need tons of that stuff. And it's super cheap, so it's very, very affordable. Now, once you have this wrapping paper, you're going to need to grab it over here, click on it once, click on wrap, and choose whatever you want to wrap. Of course, we're going to wrap this jumper work suit, and we'll see over here that it is a present that you can give for additional bonus points. Let's talk about birthday data. If you visit an animal on their birthday, you can earn a maximum of 8 points of friendship, provided that you give them a wrapped gift. The ranking system is based off of 3 tiers, so we're going to go from best to worst. Now, there's a lot on screen, so don't worry about it. The thing you want to take away from the best possible and easiest thing to give for the maximum friendship points, which is going to be 8, will be gift wrapping a piece of fruit and giving it to the birthday villager. It's as easy as that. Everything else is on screen over here, and if you really want to be a troll to your villager, gift wrap them a piece of trash. Let's move on to miscellaneous quests in order to improve friendship points. Villagers can make you do quests, and depending on how you do them, you can be rewarded with additional points. Performance results on these quests are always calculated either normal, good, or incomplete. If they approach you with a reaction to start the quest, the performance outcome will always be good. Now, for normal performance, if you guys are in the friend zone tier, you're going to get 1 point of friendship. If you're good friends, the game will randomly choose to give you 1 point or 2 points. Now, if you're best friends, it is a guaranteed 2 points. Now, if you're here for good performance, if you're in the friend zone, you're going to get guaranteed 2 points. If you're in good friends tier, you're going to randomly choose between a +2 or a +3. And if you're best friends for the good performance, you will get a guaranteed +3. Now, with these specific quests, we're going to go into all of them. The first one is going to be critter catching. The villager will ask you for a specific bug or fish. If you complete the task, it is always a good performance. Sometimes they'll ask you in general for a fish or a bug, which will only net you a good performance if the critter sells for over 2,000 bells. As far as buried treasure goes, you'll only get the good performance if the treasure hunt was harder, meaning it has a shorter time limit. You'll gain the +1 friendship point even if you didn't find the treasure within the time and talk to the villager at the end of the hunt. You will lose 1 point if you don't dig up the treasure before talking to them. When it comes to lost items, a villager will typically ask you to find a lost item on the ground. You'll get good performance if you find it and return it to the correct villager. You'll get a bonus 2 points if you return it to the correct villager without them asking you to find it first. When it comes to sickness, you'll get a good performance bonus if you deliver medicine to them. You'll get nothing if you don't give it to them on their first try. And you'll lose 1 friendship point if you lie to them and say that you have medicine, but you really don't have any on you. Now, the last quest is going to be deliveries. You'll be able to get 3 friendship points to the quest giver. You'll get 1 friendship point to the recipient if you open the gift before delivering it, but you'll get 3 friendship points to the recipient if you don't open the gift before delivering it. So, you know what? It's easy. Don't open the gift, just deliver it. Believe it or not, you'll lose friendship points if you forget about this delivery quest. So if the next day passes and you still have the items on hand, here's the breakdown of how you'll lose some friendship. You'll get -1 friendship if you still have the unopened item on hand and you talk to that quest giver. You'll lose 2 friendship points if you have the item on hand and you opened the present. You'll lose 3 friendship points if you talk to that quest giver without the delivery item in your hand entirely. So yeah, good job on keeping that. So here we are, the best and the fastest ways of earning friendship points. If you guys have seen my live stream on YouTube of where we went and tested this for about 3.5 hours, Go take a look at it, because now I'm going to describe exactly all the findings in that stream. Now, you can reach best friend status and achieve 150 points needed in order to receive that framed art in as little as 24 days of enacting each of the concepts that I'll be talking about, or even sooner if you're an overachiever. Keep in mind that this may seem like a lot of time for a traditional player, so keep at it. Those of you who play Animal Crossing with a more customized approach, this can take you approximately an hour to an hour and a half to reach 150. Let's talk about the basics of increasing friendship points. Now, each of these points is going to be based off of what you can do per day. Now, if you strike up a conversation with them and talk to them, that's an easy 1 friendship point. If they prompt you in a normal conversation to sell an item to the villager, you'll get an additional 1 point there. Here's a fun tip for earning more friendship per day. If you have a low-selling critter like a sea bass or a common butterfly, keep spamming conversations with them until they offer to buy it from you for an easy +1 friendship point that you can do every single day. It's pretty rare, but sometimes you'll see a villager with a flea on their head. So use your bug net, catch the flea, and you'll earn a whopping 5 points for that friendship. Now, I've also noticed that there's things that don't give you any points, such as sending them letters, or ignoring them entirely, or even talking to them until they refuse to talk anymore. You don't lose anything from doing that, nor do you gain anything. So if you're looking at losing some points, if you do push the villager around or hit the villager with a net, they will lose 3 friendship points. If you hit a villager with a net and apologize directly afterwards, there's a small chance that you can earn 3 friendship points instead of losing them if the villager ends up singing after you apologize. You can use this strategy to technically bypass skipping days and giving daily gifts by soft resetting before the autosave within the game if the reaction isn't a positive one. Once you reach the Good Friends tier and have 60 friendship points, you can give a villager a gift every single day. Now, I talked to you guys earlier about gift wrap, so make sure that you guys pay attention to that and ensure that every single gift you give them is wrapped for an additional 1 point. On screen right now is the breakdown of all the different points that you can get. I think the one big takeaway from this is based off of giving them furniture. It is going to be any furniture item, feel free to give it to them, you're going to get 3 points. And the breakdown on screen is over there. Now, in previous Animal Crossing games, there was a whole list of each individual animal's favorite style or color. Now, that stuff doesn't even matter in this game. It exists, yes, but it doesn't matter because why are you going to be bothering with 2 points when you can just give them a piece of furniture that's easily reorderable and you don't even have to worry about knowing all that stuff? So anyway, if you want to be a non-friendly person, you can give them some garbage. Go for it. Now, since you're on the Good Friends tier, there's going to be a gift exchange between you and the villager, provided that the item that you give them is based off of a certain criteria. Now, if the gift that you give them is less than 250 bells or a 1,000 purchase price, nothing happens. You don't get the additional points. If the gift sells at Nooks for over 250 bells, 1,000 purchase price, but less than 2,500 or 10k purchase price, there's a 50-50 chance that the villager will give you an item or a set amount of bells. And if the gift sells at Nooks for more than 2,500 bells or a 10k purchase price, you will 100% get a villager item in exchange. Now, gift exchange is super important because it gives you extra points for the day. So strive to do something that nets you that. And based off of how many friendship points you currently have, you'll get additional points. If you're in the friend zone, okay, you're going to get 1 additional point for the gift exchange. If you're good friends, you'll get 2 additional points. And if you're best friends, you're going to get 3 additional points. So what are the easiest items for friendship? Well, that's anything that you can purchase with 10,000 bells or more. Those items will guarantee net you the additional bonus friendship points. Keep in mind that if you decide to roll on the 50-50 chance and you end up getting bells, you're not going to be getting the additional bonus points. These items around that price point include the high-end stereo, antique chair, or even the den desk. Now keep in mind that if you're low on bells and have a lot of crafting materials, DIY items can also work, such as the mossy garden rock, mini DIY workbench, or ideally, the hanging terrarium and iron wall lamp, due to wall-mounted items not being displayed in the villagers' houses. So in review, you can see a quick spreadsheet that showcases a bare minimum route from when a villager moves in to max friendship. if you choose to go that far. Keep in mind that there will always be times that you can earn more than this. This is just a small example. To start off with, a villager starts off with 25 friendship, and if you simply talk to them for 5 days, you'll earn good friend status and the ability to start giving gifts to speed up the process at day 6. For the next 5 days, you'll be earning at least 6 points daily. 1 by talking to them, 4 by giving them a wrapped furniture item for 1,000 bells, and 1 additional point for the villager giving you something in return. And you'll reach 60 points by the end of day 10. On day 11, you'll already be in the Good Friends category and be earning an additional point for the gift exchange for a total of 7 points. Do this all the way through day 23, and then you'll have over 150 friendship points. If you have more than 150 friendship points, every single gift exchange will have a chance at giving you the villager's framed photo anywhere from 6% to 10% of the time. So if you don't receive a framed photo, move to the next day and try again. It will happen. During my personal live stream, I was able to receive it right after reaching 150, but individual results may vary. Now, if you really want to push the limits, spend the next 12 or so days in order to max out friendship at 255. Well, there you have it, ladies and gents. Everything you need to know about friendship. I covered all the bases, and shoutouts to all the team that worked on uncovering this information. I think it's going to be really cool. So if you guys watched the video all the way to the end, let me know in the comments which character or villager are you going to be trying this friendship on in order to get their framed photo. And trust me, not everyone say Marshall at the same time, or not everyone say Audie at the same time, or even Raymond, all right? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. If this video helped you out and you learned something about friendship within the game, be sure to hit that like button and share the video with a friend. Because now that we have all the data, we can easily make all these framed portraits before shipping this person into boxes and trading them off. Because it takes a lot of work in order to get this little trophy for the characters. So, if you guys didn't already hit that subscribe button, there's a link in the description. Of course, if you want to become a member, you can join the Discord, and there's a whole bunch of Animal Crossing people over there. Truly, I love the support that you guys are giving my channel, and I'm so happy to have you guys on board. So turn on notifications for the latest and greatest Animal Crossing New Horizons content, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care.